Now, Vincent Van Gogh's works are considered timeless masterpieces, but with art, there's always room for creativity. And today, our Yim Yoonhee joins us with that idea. Good afternoon, Yoonhee.
Good afternoon. So Korea has, over the past few decades, seen a robust growth of interest in the fine arts, including artists like Van Gogh. We've seen everything from the more traditional exhibitions to more creative takes to the artist. And so today, I have an exhibition for you that takes a quite creative approach, and it's very mesmerizing. I think you'll enjoy it. Take a look.
A warm grassy field, a beautiful scene in nature. Vincent Van Gogh has created countless masterpieces that have gone on to become some of the world's most iconic works of art. Works like the Starry Night, where each star above the quiet village seems to burst to life. From rural scenes to self-portraits, Van Gogh was one of the most important painters of the 20th century, and his influence has even reached into the modern day, where he's still regarded as a master of art.
When Van Gogh entered the peak of his painting career, he created most of his works within 10 years. The ones done on farm landscapes showed dark images of life on the farm. But when he moved to Paris, he started using bright colors to paint the beauty of nature. Although 10 years seems short, he used a range of different styles and colors.
Soaring at over 4 meters tall, these are probably some of the largest recreations of Van Gogh's works to have ever been made. But the rough beauty and bold colors originally admired in his art is carried over into these animated versions, Van Gogh's of the 21st century. In a day and age dominated by machinery, Van Gogh's works can still command attention. Through the combination of 3D mapping, special software, and even music specifically made for the exhibition, the works of Van Gogh are just as pioneering and surprising as they were when they first emerged over 100 years ago. Technology and art come together for a new type of Van Gogh experience.
You'll notice we used more than 70 projectors, and through a process of edge blending, images adjacent to each other can look like one work. And through animation, we created eye and muscle movement to draw attention to his portraits, bringing them to life. With landscape portraits, we picked focus objects like stars or wheat fields to emphasize. That way we can create an overall effect.
It's the same masterpiece seen through a modern-day lens. Van Gogh's will forever be timeless works of art. And instead of looking from the outside, technology and creative thinking has opened the door, allowing viewers to almost step into a world painted by Vincent Van Gogh.
Oh, I'm just speechless. The wall was
Beautiful.
just amazing. So all these works were created by one artist?
No. So here's the thing. With this one, there are teams involved. So quite a bit of work went into putting this together. So there's a visual team, the After Effects team, the 3D team, technical team, sound team, space design team. So you can imagine how many people were involved in putting this together. But really this collaboration between these people, between the team, really put together this multi-sensory new type of experience of Van Gogh.
And you were telling me earlier that there's a special exhibition that people can actually take part in?
Right, so there's another part there. So I don't know if you've noticed, lately we've seen a lot of sort of virtual parts of exhibitions now, and this one includes that. So it's a place where you can go look at letters written by Van Gogh. So many years ago, Vincent Van Gogh is said to have written over 600 letters to his art dealer brother, Theo Van Gogh. And so those letters are our primary source of understanding him as an artist, Van Gogh as an artist. And so those letters are available, they are preserved, and now you can see them virtually. You can actually open them on this screen. So it's a very interesting, very fun aspect of the exhibition.
Right.
But let me ask you a question first. Have you seen any movies, because I know you enjoy movies, have you seen any about Vincent Van Gogh?
No, I don't think so. No, not yet.
They are offering a look at a new movie that is going to show here in Korea starting on the 30th. So it's the Van Gogh Legacy movie, and it's supposed to start showing on the 30th, but you can catch a glimpse of it at the exhibition as well. They're showing a highlight version. And so with that part, you really can see the artist, because he really had a lot of struggles in his life, a lot of psychological disorders that he had to really take care of and handle. And so with this movie, you can kind of get a sense of the artist and kind of understand his works better.
And you said the exhibition is taking place at the War Memorial in
Korea.
Right, Yongsan-gu. I'm going to write that down. All right,
that
thank you
till
very
next
much, Yoonhee, for today's report.
My pleasure.